Hey guys, good morning. Happy Friday. It is snowing. There's huge snowflakes falling from the sky. Was not expecting that today. It's crazy. Newfoundland, and it's crazy, crazy spring weather. So today we're going to get started with some stretchiness, and we're going to basically dive into some flow. So usually I start my classes on the mat, slowly, make it a little warm. But we're going to jump into some flow and dive into some balances. So hopefully you have a block with you today or a wall nearby. Um, yeah, anything that might help you with your balance could be a pillow. And yeah, we're going to get started standing at the top of the mat, big toes touching, and maybe close your eyes. And draw your feet towards the floor, nice and strong, grounding through all the corners of your feet. Maybe lift up your toes and place them on the ground. As you draw down with your feet, you should feel a sensation of lifting up also through your hips, your spine, and the crown of your head. Gently sort of tucking in the tailbone, lifting up through your navel. And instead of pushing the heart forward, can you lift the spine and keep that nice integrity of the line of your spine rather than kind of bananaing the back. So lovely, tall. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears and back. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keeping your eyes closed, inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bring them out towards the sides, kind of like you're drawing this circle around your body all the way down to your legs. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, draw them down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower. And bringing your hands to heart center. Let's check in with how you feel today. Did you wake up with loads of energy? Or is it taking you a minute to kind of get there today? What do you notice in your body? Is there any area of tension? Are you feeling like you really want to move and get started, or are you just not quite there? How does your breath feel in the body? Are you taking shallow breaths, or does the breath flow deeply and easily? And how are you feeling emotionally today? Notice any thoughts that come to mind and just label them as thoughts without really mulling them over. Notice them and let them go. And that's what we're going to try to do quite simply throughout the practice. Concentrate on your breath and welcome what comes. Try on some balances and allow any limiting thoughts to just fly by. Opening your eyes. Inhale, reach your arms up. Come onto your tippy toes, lift those heels, and exhale, lower hands down. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, lower. This time, keep your heels on the ground. Inhale, lift, and exhale, dive forward. We're going to do some half sun salutations. So inhale, lifting up, drawing fingertips to the sky. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, draw up again. Planting those feet firmly to the ground as you reach and lengthen long. Exhale, hands through heart center. One more just like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen long through your spine. Maybe bring your hands to your shins. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise on up, reach nice and tall. And exhale, hands through heart center. We're going to try on some balancing right away. So bringing your big toes to touch, space between the heels, we're going to come up onto our tippy toes, and we're going to begin to bend into our knees, squeezing those knees together. If you need to hold onto a wall, just go for it. And you can bring your hands to your hips, your hands to heart center, or lift them up towards the sky, whatever you like. Drawing that belly button into spine, and find a point to look at. Now that's a really good trick for any balance postures. Make sure you have something still, an inanimate object to look at. It's kind of like an invisible leg. Begin to squeeze your legs together and sit your bottom back. Keep squeezing and return to that tippy toe position, lengthening your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Begin to lower it down. Keep those heels lifted. You can do this. And exhale, stand. Keep those heels lifted up. This time we're going to squat down, keeping those heels up. See how low you can go. Reach your hands out in front of you. And then lower the heels to the ground. Maybe widen your knees and roll over into hands and knees position. Already getting a little burn going in those legs. And we'll go right on into a simple cat-cow. So you can feel free to tuck your toes under or keep the tops of the feet flat on the ground. Inhale, let your tailbone lift, roll your shoulders back, look ahead. Exhale, curl your tailbone under, press through your hands, and look towards your belly button. Inhale, lifting into cow, and exhale. Squeeze out all the air and look towards your belly. Keep that going at your pace. And feel free to try on any other movement that you like. So maybe wagging your hips around in a circle. Perhaps taking a look at your invisible tail over the left shoulder and over the right shoulder. And maybe just drawing some circles with your chest. Whatever is going to help you bring some fluidity into your spine. And this is a really great moment to try on Ujjayi Pranayama, that ocean breath. And you do that by creating a little stricture in the back of your throat, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And this is kind of a sound that sounds like or huh without opening your lips. And let's do 2 more of each, cat and cow. And come back to your neutral spine. Tuck your toes under, and let's find downward facing dog. Walk out your dog. And again, find any movement that you like here. Maybe shake your head and stick out your tongue. And then perhaps you want to lift a leg up and draw the heel towards your bottom. And then settling into your down dog. Take a look at your fingers. Make sure they're nice and wide. Pressing into the outer edges of your hands. Rolling your shoulder blades together and shoulders away from the ears. And drawing your hips up towards the sky. And if you find yourself kind of hunching, bend your knees. And start to draw your heels towards the ground. They don't have to touch the ground. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, draw that knee to nose. Hover in plank for a second, and then step that foot forward. If it doesn't quite get to where you want it, you can just grab the ankle and step it forward. Lower the back knee to the ground, and inhale to a modified crescent pose. Really think about pulling that right hip back and the left hip forward, and then sinking down. Drawing up through your navel, and lifting your heart to the sky. Perhaps you want to try on a little back bend here. And grab your left wrist. Let's stretch it over to the right. So you're holding onto the wrist and drawing that arm over to the right. Feel a nice stretch through the left side body. Inhale back to your crescent. Exhale, lower your hands. Plant that left hand firmly into the ground. Lift your left knee up. And inhale, lift your right arm up to the sky, twisting it out. Really pressing that hand firmly into the ground and reaching your right fingertips up, opening through your chest. See if you can rotate your rib cage a little further up towards the sky. Exhale, plant that right hand. Step your back foot in until you find your heel flat on the ground. So you're in pyramid pose here. And feel free to draw up onto your fingertips for a little half lift, or even lift your fingertips up, drawing your shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower down into a fold. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. This time, let's step forward very simply back into Tadasana. Stepping your left foot forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, lower. Inhale, roll on up, lengthen long. And exhale, hands through heart center. Take a moment to close your eyes, connect with your breath, maybe adjust your yoga clothing. And we're going to do that all over again. So inhale, lift the hands up, come onto your tippy toes. Draw your legs together, squeeze tight, and then begin to sit back. Maybe you draw your hands to heart center and lower, keeping those heels nice and lifted. Inhale, lengthen long, stay up on your tippy toes. And exhale, sit her down. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, sit. And this time, see if you can go really low. Hover, hover, hover. Maybe reach your arms in front of you. And lower down. Widen your legs if you like. And step it back to hands and knees. Give your hips a little shake. And we're going to reach that left leg back. Make sure your toes are pointed down towards the ground. Reach your right arm forward. Inhale. Exhale, point the toe, make a fist, and draw into a tight little ball. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, lengthen. Feel free to stay here and balance, or bend your back leg, back knee, and reach your right hand towards the arch and the top of your left foot. When you grab it, see if you can press that foot into the hand, lift your chest, and balance here. Slowly release that foot and place the hand on the ground. Come on into a little child's pose for a moment. Feel free to widen your legs. Reach your hands forward and bring your forehead to the ground. Connect with your breath. Notice the quality of your thoughts. Inhale, come on back to your hands and knees. Reach your right leg back. We'll do that all over again. Make sure that your toes are pointed down towards the ground. Your hips are level. Reach your left arm forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, make a fist. Point the toe and exhale, draw that knee and elbow into your center as you curl in. Inhale, slowly lengthen. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw in. Now here's your balance option. Feel free to hold here or bend that back leg or that right leg and reach for the arch of your foot. Once you're there, see if you can lift that knee up a little bit, press the foot into the hand, and lift your heart. And slowly release that foot. And let's drop ourselves back to downward facing dog. Take a moment here to pedal your feet if you like. And find a nice still position. Inhaling, lifting your left leg to the sky. Exhale, draw that knee to nose. Hover in plank for a moment before stepping that left foot forward and lowering your right knee to the ground. Inhale, draw up into your modified crescent pose. Checking here with your alignment. So hugging that left femur in and your right hip forward. Then sinking down as you lift through your center. Grab your right wrist, lengthen long on your inhale, and exhale, bring yourself into a little side stretch. I love this one. You can really feel it in your leg, your thigh area, all the way up into the rib cage. It's a good psoas stretch. And inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands. Lift your back knee up. And begin to twist, lifting your left arm to the sky. Holding here, check in and make sure that you are really lengthening up through your arms, and you're lengthening that back leg, that back heel towards the back of your mat. Twisting through your rib cage. Exhale, lower the hand down to the ground. Step that back foot in until your heel meets the ground. So it's like you're on train tracks here. Feel free to stay here or inhale, lift halfway up. I don't have a really long torso, so my fingertips always come up, drawing your shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Let's hold for a moment. And exhale, step that back foot, towards the front of your mat. Let's hang here in ragdoll for a moment. Feel free to grab opposite elbows and give yourself a little sway from side to side. And bending into your knees, let's slowly begin to roll on up to standing. Give your shoulders a little roll when you get to the top. And feel free to bring your big toes to touch if you like, or feet hip distance apart. Inhale, begin to bend your knees, finding Utkatasana, that fierce pose. Bring your hands to heart center and see if you can lift your right foot off the ground. So come onto your tippy toes, balance on that left leg, and lift the foot. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Begin to draw into standing, bringing that right knee with you. And bring your hands to this sort of, folding your hands down and bringing your index fingers to touch. It's some kind of mudra. I don't remember the name of it. Anyway, begin to reach those clasped hands up towards the ceiling. Lift nice and long through your spine. See if you can draw that knee up just a little bit higher. And then we're going to hinge forward on the exhale in a balancing or modified warrior 3. So keeping those hands clasped in this position, reaching long, or feel free to come on into any variation with your arms. Hold for 5, lengthen long, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly touch down with those toes into your crescent pose, reaching your hands through heart center, hinging forward and placing your hands on the ground. Inhale, lift your left arm up to the sky, twist it out. Feel free to stay here or come on into any version of side plank that you like. So perhaps you want to take a supported version with the foot in front of you, coming onto the side of your right foot, or you can come on into side plank. Now, option to take your peace fingers, grab your big left toe, and draw that foot up. I'm not feeling super bendy today. Up towards the sky. Keep those hips lifted. And smooth as you can, in 3 seconds, you're going to step that foot back into a crescent pose. You can do it. All right, go for it if you're not already there. Inhale, lift the arms up to your crescent. And exhale, fold, step back to plank, and feel free to find child's pose, downward dog, or we'll go through our vinyasa. Cobra or up dog. And finding your way to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bring your big toes to touch. Exhale, bend the knees, and feel free to step or hop your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Close your eyes and check in with your breath. Filling your lungs fill up. And exhale, let it go. Our second side. All right. Inhale, bend your knees and sweep your arms up to the sky, Utkatasana. Hands come down to heart center. And hold here for a moment. And then begin to pick up that left toe. And can you pick the foot up all together? Yes, you can. Lengthen through your spine. Create that mudra that I don't know the name of. So your index fingers are together and lengthened, and your other fingers are folded down. Begin to draw your hands up towards the sky. Lift that knee, come to standing. And exhale, begin to push that left heel back. Keep that foot flexed. Hinge forward into your modified warrior 3. Keep those toes rotating down towards the mat. Your hips are level. And smooth as you can. Step back to crescent pose. Plant your hands and twist it out. Right arm lifts up. Feel free to hold it here or find your plank. Either your supported version or stacking the feet. Option to take your peace fingers around that big toe and draw that leg up towards the sky. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that grip on the toe and step that foot forward. If you're in another version of plank, just step the foot forward. And let's rise on up into crescent. Inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Plant your left hand. Step back to plank. And feel free to go through a vinyasa or find child's pose. Hopefully you're building a little bit of heat here today. I certainly am. Inhale, lift your heels. Draw yourself forward into plank or bring your knees down to the ground. We're going to lower all the way down to the belly. Reach your arms ahead of you And inhale, squeeze your legs together, lift them off the ground, and lift your heart and your arms. The only thing on the floor is your rib cage and pelvis. And let's flutter here. A little swimming action. For 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands underneath your forehead if you like, and take a little breather. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, and find your way to down dog. Maybe through your knees or pushing up. Inhaling, exhaling to your plank, your down dog. Inhale, look forward, step your feet together, bend your knees, and step or hop forward. Half lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky, and exhale, hands through heart center. We're going to go into another balance posture. We're going to go into tree. So shift you want to have your feet about hip distance apart. Shift your weight over to the right foot. Pick up your left and bring it either to your ankle, your calf, or you can grab the foot and place it on your thigh. So you really want to think about drawing that right hip in and up towards the sky. And if you're ready, you can bring your hands to heart center or reach your arms up, and be sure to have your inanimate object to look at. Something still. And when you're ready, draw your hands through heart center. Bring that knee forward, and instead of stepping that foot down, flex the foot and kick forward. Hold, and then begin to cross that ankle over the right calf or right thigh. Feel free to stay here, sit it down a little lower, or feel free to try on bringing your fingertips to the ground. This is a beautiful stretch. And if you are practicing flying pigeon, or you want to try it on, I'm by no means an expert. It's relatively new in my practice too. But you want to be able to bring your hands down to the ground, bringing your shin to connect with the upper part of both arms, and that foot kind of hooks around the upper part of the arm. Begin to squeeze your hands into the ground, press away, and tilt forward, kind of picking up your back foot if you like, or reaching that leg up towards the sky. Some days I can do it, some days I cannot. And today is one of those days. So accepting where we are today. And when you're ready, begin to slide that front foot, the leg that is stacked in front, over. I hope we're on the right side here right now. May have mixed up the left and right, but my right leg is crossing over the left. Oh boy. Sometimes yoga teachers try to do this mirroring thing, and for me, it always just mixes me up. Anyway, so my right foot is crossed over my left, and I'm doing a little forward fold here. If you'd like to try on a little standing split, begin to slide your left leg back behind you and begin to maybe draw your right hand onto the back of your ankle, your standing ankle, and draw yourself a little closer to that standing leg. And keep your lifted leg or your lifted foot nice and active, point or flex. And if you feel adventurous, maybe you want to pick up those left fingertips and also bring them to the back of the leg. From here, we're going to go right into half moon. So if you have a block handy that you want to use, grab it. So you're going to begin to stack your left hip on top of your right, pointing your left toes towards the wall. Whoop. Whoop. And lifting the left arm up towards the sky, of course. If you want to try on sugar cane pose, bend that lifted leg, grab the foot, press the foot into the hand, and feel free to try on lifting that right finger or right hand off the block or off the ground. And slowly begin to step it back to warrior two. Woo, that was a lot of burning in the legs, hey? Good for you. Thanks for trying it on. Reaching your arms from end to end. Take a breath here. Make sure you can see your big toes. If you can't, draw that thigh back. External rotation. And we'll go on into our little peaceful warrior. Flip your front palm. Come on into peaceful. See if you can sink a little lower. Inhale, back to your warrior two. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Coming onto the ball of your back foot. And begin to step that right foot up into your three-limbed down dog. Feel free to stay here. Find child's pose or flip it to rock star. Lifting those hips nice and high. Reaching that right arm towards the front of the room. On your next exhale, slowly make your way back to three-limbed down dog. And place that foot on the ground. Let's all find child's pose. Wide legs, forehead to ground. Inhale, draw yourself back up to your tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Look forward, bend your knees, and step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up. Reaching long. And exhale, hands through heart center. Excellent job. We'll go to the other side. So when I first did this, I was doing a little mirroring thing. So please forgive me if I kind of mix this up. And we're going to go into our tree pose on the other side. So shifting your weight and bringing the foot up that you didn't do yet. Either to your calf, your ankle, or grab the foot and place it at your thigh. Really think about cinching that hip, that standing leg hip, in and up, and then bring your hands to heart center. Feel free to lift those hands up to the sky, finding your balance. Allowing yourself to play with postures and try on different things and be kind to yourself. It's important not to have limiting thoughts. Allow yourself to explore. When you're ready, begin to point that lifted leg forward. Extend it out in front of you. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we go into our figure 4. So you're taking the ankle and crossing it over the standing leg thigh and sitting down. And you can hold right here with the arms on the leg, or you can sink down. See if you can bring your fingertips to the ground. Ooh, that is a good stretch. If you want to try on flying pigeon, you go right ahead. I, on the other hand, am not going to go there. When you're ready, start to cross. Now I'm crossing my left leg over my right, bringing my feet to the ground. So doing a little forward fold with the ankles crossed. When you're ready, come on into your standing split, reaching your right leg back, active through that foot. Keep those right fingertips on the ground as you draw your left hand behind the calf, maybe bringing yourself a little further into your standing split. And if you like, you can pick up your right fingertips and see if it's available to you to hold on to that back of the leg. So both hands are there. Woo! And make sure you have your block handy if you're going to use it for your half moon. Getting ready for that. Place your hand either on the floor or on the block. Your wrist is right underneath your shoulder. Begin to rotate those hips, stacking your right hip over your left, and external rotation of your right leg. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen long. Lift that right arm to the sky. Feel free to try on sugarcane pose, grabbing the back of your lifted foot, and press into the palm. Feel free to play with lifting your right hand to your heart. And slowly and quietly release that foot if you have it. Find your warrior two on the other side. Reaching your arms from end to end. Make sure you can see your big toe. Draw up through your middle. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Come onto the ball of your back foot and step it back to 3-limb down dog. Stay here, or feel free to bend that lifted leg and tip it back to rock star. Lift those hips up nice and high. And on your exhale, bring your hand down to the mat. Whoop. 3-limb down dog. Place the foot on the ground. And let's find child's pose. Good work. Allow your breath to come up to your back, like widen those shoulder blades. We're going to do a little bit more floating and playing and flying before we settle down. All right, so find your downward facing dog. This time I want you to bring the outer edges of your feet to the outer edges of your mat. So it's really, really wide. Reach your right hand and grab the back of your left ankle. Keep pressing into that left hand. Pull yourself as if you could pull yourself through this little hole, looking up towards the ceiling. Little side body stretch here. And step that right hand back. You're gonna bring it to the center-ish of your mat. And we'll go to the other side, reaching your left hand to the outer edge of your right foot. Keep pressing firmly into the ground with your right hand, and then begin to sort of pull yourself through this little hole and look under your armpit up towards the ceiling. Noticing any dust bunnies and letting them go. Don't hold on to the dust bunnies or thoughts of the dust bunnies. Inhale, back to center. Bring your hands, so your thumbs together in the middle of your mat. And you can bring your feet a little closer together, but not terribly close. Bend your knees and you're gonna hop to Malasana, your squat. Grab your block if you like and place it underneath you for a little additional support. And give yourself a little sway from side to side. Think about pressing your elbows into your thighs as you press your palms together. Lengthen through your spine, nice and long. And feel free to stay here or find your crow pose or any inversion that you like. If there's one that you prefer, go on into it. Maybe you've been practicing headstand, handstand, side crow. I'm going to go into regular crow. And if that's not your jam today, you do you. We did crow in the last class, so if you want to follow along, stand on up, reach the hands up to the sky, begin to bend your knees, which are hip distance apart, and place your hands on the ground. So your wrists are not right underneath your shoulders, they're kind of just ahead. Come onto your tippy toes, begin to shift your weight forward, bend your elbows. Still, you want to have your elbows in line with your wrists. They're not bending out to the side. Place your knees on your upper arms. Squeeze those knees into the arms and then play with lifting one toe and then the other. Press through your hands, lift your tailbone to the sky. And then come on down. Let's all find that Malasana posture once again. Feel free to roll out your wrists. Anything you like here. And then let's press right on up to standing. Our last posture before we go into our floor practice is going to be dancer pose. So I'm going to start with the right foot lifting, shifting my weight, shift your weight over to the left foot. Draw nice and tall, lengthen through that left side. Pick up your right foot and place it in the palm of your hand. So your hand is outturned and you grab the arch of the foot area. And you can place the left hand on the hip or reach the arm forward. Begin to press that right foot into the palm as you lift up to the sky. Think about reaching forward rather than sinking down with your chest. And as smooth as you can, come on back. Lift that right knee in front of you. Place it on the ground. Other side. Shifting your weight to the left foot, right foot. Pick the left foot up in your palm. Find your drishti point, your gaze point. And lifting up through your center, reach that right arm in front of you. Sometimes in yoga, I say arm instead of arm. It's really odd. It's like my inner bay coming out. Begin to press that foot into the palm as you lift the leg. Reaching forward, maybe finding chin mudra. On your inhale, slowly come on back. Hands to Anjali Mudra, knee out front, and place on the ground. Excellent job. Let's inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And exhale, very simply, sit on down to your bottom. Reach your legs out in front of you. If you have a strap, feel free to grab it. Lengthen long on your inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Grabbing either your ankles or your feet. Take some nice deep breaths as we begin to come back to a normalized breath. and absorb the benefits of our practice today. Inhale, begin to roll on up. Begin to cross your right foot over the left thigh. Feel free to stay right here, holding on to the knee, or you can bring that left foot in towards your bottom. We'll do some side twists. Left hand to right knee. No, stay here if you like it. Or inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky, and exhale, twist. Really think about lifting through the spine and twisting from the upper rib cage, spinal area. There's no need to force your neck and look over your shoulder. Inhale as you lengthen a little bit longer. And exhale, twist. If you guys hear any yelling, those are my neighbors upstairs. I hope my microphone's not that good. Inhale back to center, reach long. Exhale, let's counter twist over to the other side, fingertips down, and a little forward fold here. Inhale, come on up. Let's lengthen the legs out, give them a little shake, and go to the other side. So placing your left foot over the right, feel free to stay right here and do your twist from here, or bring that right foot in. Left hand comes behind you. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. And exhale, twist. As you inhale, lengthen a little bit longer. And as you exhale, perhaps you twist just a little more. Inhale, come on back through center. All the way to the other side. Little counter twist. And place your feet on the ground. We'll roll on down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Give your knees a little hug into your belly. And feel free to try on any other postures you like before we get into our little Shavasana. So perhaps you want to try on Happy Baby, legs up the wall, whatever you like. Now let's find a comfortable position, a comfortable cozy spot on the mat. Maybe you want to put on a sweater, some socks, and come right to your breath. Let it fill up your rib cage and your belly. Floating in stillness. Closing your eyes and allowing your eyes to relax into the sockets. Relax through your chin and your jaw. Allow softness through your forehead, the back of your head, And your shoulders. And feel free to stay here and absorb the benefits of your practice and enjoy the stillness of meditation. Or if you'd like to introduce some gentle movement, you can go ahead through fingers and toes. And give yourself a great big stretch from end to end. And exhale, let it all go. Make your way to your side. And begin to come on up to seated. Closing down the eyes. Hands to heart center. Take a moment to thank yourself for making time to fly today and play. You get warm and dedicate yourself to your practice. Namaste. I hope you have a wonderful Friday, and I hope to catch you again here in the coming days. Next practice is Sunday. All right. Happy Friday.